Really seems like a David versus Goliath story. A cluster of data centers have swooped in to swipe power away from nearly 50,000 Americans who live in the Lake Tahoe area. But it's ditching those 49,000 customers, leaving them potentially with no electricity whatsoever by May of 2027. NV Energy basically told Liberty Utilities, all of our available wattage is going to data centers, so figure out your own electricity.
I
Is
know we're not blind to what is going on with the data centers. Every day, it feels like another massive facility is being announced or breaking ground. A situation is happening right now in Lake Tahoe region, not only in that region, but also in a small town called Archibald, Pennsylvania. These are the areas we will discuss in today's latest AI update. It is one of the most stark, alarming, real world examples of how the AI data center boom is directly impacting everyday citizens. In early 2026, headlines exploded reporting that nearly 50,000 residents of Lake Tahoe Basin were facing a massive power crisis. As you just heard in the video that I just played, the major Nevada utility company, NV Energy, officially notified Liberty Utilities, which is the smaller utility company that actually delivers power to the Lake Tahoe homes, that it will not renew its contract after May of 2027. NV Energy supplies roughly 75% of the electricity to the Tahoe region. However, Northern Nevada has suddenly become the third largest data center market in the country, driven by massive new facilities for Google, Apple, and Microsoft. NV Energy chose to cancel the residential contract so it could redirect the massive amounts of wattage to feed those power hungry data centers. And because of this, Liberty Utilities was given a hard deadline to completely replace 75% of its power supply in an incredibly tight wholesale market. Imagine coming home and checking your mail tomorrow and finding an official notice from your electric provider. And it states that you have exactly a year and a half to find a new way to power your home. There's no grid backup and there's no guarantees. You have 18 months to figure it out or the lights go out. Faced with a choice between supplying a quiet mountain community or selling massive guaranteed blocks of high voltage power to a multi billion-dollar tech conglomerate, NV Energy chose the big tech. They are literally redirecting the transmission lines away from the homes to keep the servers humming. What is happening in Lake Tahoe is a brutal wake up call. Our centralized power grid was designed for slow, predictable community growth, not instantaneously overwhelming demands of artificial intelligence. 2026 industry tracker states that there are between 4,500 and 5,400 active operational data centers across the country. In a small town called Archibald, Pennsylvania, where the population is around 7,500, developers pushed through plans to build 6 massive data centers campuses consisting of 51 buildings. And to clear the space, a real estate advisory group bought out the land underneath Valley View Estates, which is a local mobile home park. The planned footprint of these massive AI data centers will swallow a full 14% of the entire town, directly encroaching on the residents of this mobile home park, among other neighborhoods. The reality for the residents is that dozens of working class families and elderly residents who own their mobile homes but rented the land plots were handed official eviction notices. They were given a hard deadline to pack up, abandon their community, and figure out where to move their homes. The footprint is expanding rapidly. There are currently over 700 new large scale data center projects under construction across 38 states, on top of the 5,000 already operating. And don't forget the 40,000 acres of the data centers going to be constructed in Utah to keep up with the soaring demands of the artificial intelligence and cloud infrastructure. When the infrastructure that's supposed to serve us begins to prioritize the invisible architecture of the AI boom over the literal warmth of our homes, we have to ask ourselves, who is the future actually for? They might have the data, they might have the contracts, and they might have the political leverage, but they don't have the approval of the community. So keep questioning the narrative and don't let them move the goalposts while you're looking the other way. Stay alert, stay real, and I'll see you in the next AI update.